Alright, this is JR with JR's Cards. Got some stuff in the mail today. First thing I got is 1995 Select Chipper Jones Artist Proof. It says Artist Proof in there. I got that on eBay for around $3. I'm a sucker for inserts and stuff from the 90's. Especially artist proofs and nice looking inserts. Alright, this next stuff here I got from Missouri's Cards. And the first one was out of a pack of 1974 tops. So this stuff has been uncirculated. So the color, the edges, the corners are flawless for the most part. Just have some off-centering issues on some of them. Texas Rangers. Steve Yeager. Right above my thumb there is an ink spot. A little off-center. And then the backs, same thing. For the most part, flawless. I don't know who's on the front of this, but this is the Mets and A's World Series card. I mean, the color on these are really good. I have some 74 tops, and they look rough. Tony Muser. That one, centering rise, looks pretty good. John Lowenstein. Steve Stone, which, if I'm not mistaken, is an announcer for the White Sox. You know, that one looks flawless on the front, but a little cut wrong on the back. And that's just the way it is. This one looks really good. Fred Bean. Or Bean-A. Looks like there's a little ink issue up here somewhere. We have Gary Sutherland, Houston Astros. Same thing, that one looks really, really good. And Gene Klein's. So that's the 74 tops. Also bought a pack of 1972 tops. Sorry, getting situated here. Ellie Rodriguez. And same thing with these. They're uncirculated. You know, you'll get some ones cut kind of funny and some that are off center. But you're not going to see the creases. You won't even really see the color fade that you get in a lot of these cards. Dick Kelly. Roger Freed. In action, Clay Kirby. In action, Billy Martin. Royals, Tom Bergmeyer. This one looks really good. Except a little flaking or something right there at the bottom. Here's how the backs look. Al Fitzmaurice, which he's still around Kansas City. That one's definitely, I can't think of the name when it's cut really bad like that. Kurt Morton. Renee Stinnett. Definite old school Pirates uniform. And this one looks really good on the front, a little off on the back. And then the best one out of 72, Hall of Famer, Purple 11. It's a little off center, but trying to get some good lighting on there. See just how good shape these things are in. Alright, that's it for my 72. And also bought a pack of 61 tops. Billy Hoyt. I think this is the only one that, it looked like it had a little color fading on it. Right corner is a little fuzzy. The same thing with these. These came out of a pack. They're repacks. Jim Landis. Bob Schmidt. Same thing. You have a lot of centering issues. But you're not getting the creases. You're not getting the writing. And all my vintage, it's like a dumpster fire. There's writing on them. There's creases on them. On top with being off center. Dick Drout, Cubs pitcher. Very vanilla ice-like hair, just not as tall. Stu Miller, the Giants. This one looks pretty good. The back looks really good. Johnny Romano. His great-grandfather created Romano cheese. I don't know if that's true. I just made that up on the spot. His home is in New Jersey. Eli Gerba, pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels. As you can see, the sun's getting a bit in his eyes there. He played for the Yankees before this, so that sun was really bothering his eyes being in California. And this guy's 6'2". And Mike De La Hoz for the Indians. And that card looks pretty good too. Back of that one. Now this guy is Cuban. It really does say that he's 5'1". That 160 pounds. That can't be right. I'm gonna have to look him up. 5'1". Plays shortstop and third base. 5'1". That just does not seem right. Yeah, 6 home runs. Mike has a strong and accurate arm. He is a good bunter. A young talent Cleveland has high hopes for. That has to be a typo. There's no way he's 5'1". I mean, it says it clear as day. There's just no way. I don't know how short the shortest player is. I know it's pretty short, but I'll never get over that. Alright, I got 2 other cards in the 61 tops, and I'm not going to talk about those. They're both getting sent off to be graded. So, one is a Hall of Famer, and one is just a really flawless looking card. So when I get those, I'll put those up on video. And that's all I got for today's mail day. Man, I've never really tried to do much in vintage because it's always been out of my price range. And you know, I'll buy something on eBay, and it always looks worse than it looks in auction. Actually, just recently I bought a Hank Aaron, and I posted it on video. And I was looking at it closely, and it had been trimmed. And to my knowledge, I never had received a trimmed card. And I'm not saying that the person that sold it to me trimmed it, because the other cards don't look like they were trimmed. You know, he may have encountered it long down the line of people who'd purchased it being trimmed. And a 72 Topps in action, of all things. I don't know why someone would mess with it unless it was kind of a test card. But, yeah, seeing these in really good condition, you know, even though a lot of these guys were commons, has really got my interest back in the vintage. So I'm going to try to pick up more stuff like that and really focus on condition. You know, when I was younger, it was about getting the star player regardless of condition. And now that I can actually see how good a shape these cards can be, and I definitely want to pick up some stuff that way. Stuff I can physically see in person, or stuff that I know hasn't been circulated around a bunch. Probably won't do eBay anymore. Like I said, every time I buy vintage on eBay, I get it, and I'm normally disappointed for one reason or another. You know, a crease that you couldn't see in the auction, or whatnot. So that's it. Hopefully I'll have more vintage stuff, and thanks for watching.